So hello everyone, I'm Mondon here, welcome to my review Bollocks episode 12. So we have the new opening, we have the new ending, I'll talk about that. Now the ending was pretty... I don't think it was bad, but compared to the ending has been right. I mean, I have loved the ending. If you ever seen my old reviews, you know how much I love the ending of Ballroom Youkoso. This ending here felt like, okay, not much to work with here. Like, it was kind of okay, but not much to work with, and it had a lot of still frames, so it wasn't that good. But it did really show the relationship, I think. Cause he's like, wanna dance with me, lady? He's like, nope! Like, keep going away from him. So they had a lot of that in it. They had this weird scene like when they were kind of flowing into each other, so that was kind of a nice scene. But otherwise, yeah, that was pretty boring ending. Especially because already had been so amazing. But the opening, talked about an other video, you can check my pure ass of the video of the opening, right? And the opening was great. Had some really good scenes there with... I just like how they were always fighting in the opening, right? They were always like... You see them, and the whole thing is like face to face. They're singing like, yeah, the lyrics are like face to face, and you see them like they're really like in their throats, right? So I like that a lot. That was really nice, and of course it ends with them like her leaving, they're arguing and so on. Yeah, so long great scene there, and obviously the new girl is his partner, right? I mean, it's really set up to her to be his partner, right? I can see them right away standing on his heel. So like, that's the scenery too. There was great scenery as well there, and then you show on this new attack on this guy. But that guy, very, very, very likely is just like the next opponent, right? Next opponent for this arc that we're gonna see in the anime, and then he's out, right? They're probably gonna beat him. He's a random guy. They have to beat him. This like the first tournament they enter, and then he's like, he has no real concern. He's no god, he's some random badass guy. That being said though, he looks really evil, right? Like, yeah, but kind of like I say, like, yeah, he's really evil. I thought to do the face, I can't do that face, I have to do like what's face? It's like a smug face, condescending smug face. Yeah, just neck up, yeah, something like that. Yeah, but he had that kind of look, right? So he's like a typical random bad guy. They're gonna defeat him, and he probably will never appear again. Is my guess on it. So anyway, the episode was pretty good, but definitely that was a big tease, right? Because you definitely feel like, of course, I knew that she was gonna be here. I haven't read the manga, but everyone's telling me that she's gonna be awesome and so on. And we see her in the first minute before the opening. Then we see the opening that shows like the new girl and doesn't really appear. So until the last minute, so that was disappointing. Compared to Yosh Pedal, that was last season, right? I mean, yeah, that opening, yeah, where they have Koga Senpai appearing, so that's probably in between position there, and it's like suddenly like, what is this purple guy? And then we see him right away, so we're like, yeah, this is interesting, yeah, like they're setting up that guy. We see him right away. Yeah, of course, also we see her in the school. Then the next scene, the next opening she is there. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be the new character. It's gonna be a really important character, but we don't see it for like 20 minutes after that. So that's like, come on, you build the scene up for us, and then you. Yeah, the heartstring. So that is annoying. That is annoying. Sorry, but it's annoying, isn't it? But anyway, the Gadyu part. I liked the Gadyu part a lot. That was good. I actually have to say I didn't like the Sengoku part that much, because it felt like he was serious. It felt kind of overbearing in a way, because he's like, oh, he's the greatest guy ever. And everyone's like, oh, he crushed everyone. It doesn't feel. It's a little cool with the whole water thing, but generally sounding like, yeah, he's just so good. So I guess at the point of it, Tatara eyes are also like crushed by seeing how good his master is. And then of course he meets his partner. She's like, I love the fight of this fighting, so that was great. And of course she is like super nice to Tatara, because he's like, come little boy, I'm about to protect you. Yeah, he's like, is that even to you? I will be your guardian. So yeah, that was kind of cute there. But it felt like the episode had a little bad pacing, for sure. I'd say the episode was very bad. I don't think it was like 2 out of 10, but probably like 7 out of 10 for me. Because I felt like the whole scene with them dancing, Sengoku and what's her name, Hogo, that was way too long in my opinion. Something like that. I don't know. It felt like generally it was a little bad pace, right? Because it took them like 20 minutes to get to the girl there, and it felt like. How would I say it? It felt like the production people said, okay, we have to put him meeting the new girl at the last second again. That's the cliffhanger. Everyone see, okay, so put her there, put her in the first minute, and then do something in between, like have Sengoku dancing or something. That's kind of how I feel, right? So kind of like And I think I'm very correct in that. They probably have very, very much decided that, okay, she's gonna be in the first frame and the last frame, and nothing in between. We just have to fill out that time with something. So, okay, we're gonna dance Sengoku. We have that. Okay, it's fine. What's we gonna do? Well, let's do this water flow move for like 3 minutes instead of like 1 minute. Like that's kind of felt like everything they did was like a little padded out, a little dragged out. That they extended every those scenes a little too much, I think. Something like that. So it wasn't like, oh my god, this is horrible, but it felt like there was a little hollow, right? So I think it's like a 7 out of 10 for me this episode in total. But anyway, let's took it scene by scene then. I think that the Gandhi part was great, and his course saves him, right? And yeah, like those things well. That scene was good, generally. But that also probably could have been faster, right? The bullying scene. That's again a typical anime way there, where it's like we had some dialogue here that is useless, like it's meaningless dialogue. Not saying that they are like bullying him, but afterwards, kind of like there are some extra comments could be removed, right, and so on. It wouldn't matter much. Thing is, if you do it every time, if every scene has like 2-3 of an extra lines, that means that you have 30-40 extra lines in the end, right? That gives you another 3-4 minutes of anime time, which of course is their aim. But I'm saying that is kind of how why the pacing is a little slow, right? Or you feel that it's intentionally slowed. So anyway, but I like it overall, of course. That's kind of, I mean, like that scene was great, but it could have been a little better. Next scene was great, could have been a little better, right? Yeah. So anyway, that scene is good. The fight, Gadyu saves him. I think it was pretty clear it was Gadyu. You see him with the cow rollings. And the whole scene there with him, like, it's a little sad though, when he kind of builds on the entrance of the school. It's like, I'm gonna make 5 friends, girlfriends this year. It's gonna be awesome, like girls now. Maybe we can have like a girlfriend, or like not like a friend, like a friend that is a girl, right there, something like that. And he's like, yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's like lame, losers. Like first girl he meets is like, you're a loser, go away from me. That's the first thing that happens, and then he's like getting bullied by the Linkwood guys. So that was really cute. I like the Gadyu part. That was really cute. That to me equals part. Not the Suka part. That was the Gadyu part. He's like, you want my phone number? I mean, we both like dancers. I was like, you can see that Gadyu understands that he has like no friends. Right? He has that, okay, this guy he has a cell phone now, but he has no numbers. I'm gonna give him my number, but he can't just say that. Let's be friends. But he's like, you can have my number. I mean, we're like rival dance guys. I mean, it could be good to have. Like that, I like that. And of course, the fighting about Marcus Bra was that was good too. It's your fault. You made her a woman. I saw you dance with her. You do something dirt, right? That was good. Yeah, Guy part was the best part of the episode. The Suzuki part actually, she was really good in that part, but that part was probably very slow. In my opinion, it was slow, right? That's probably the actually slowest part. I'm thinking about it. That was like a long dialogue of the same thing. But she was very, very nice. So you feel very sorry for her in some way, right? So it's again, like, yeah, it wasn't a bad scene, but it felt like she's cute. You kind of feel sorry for her. You kind of feel like, but this scene should have been short, right? So anyway, after the cute with Suka, there was a tape. Especially the longer, very short there. That was kind of fun. Then we get to the dance, right? And we see Sengoku and his partner, and they are of course amazing. They crush everyone. And I was sitting there, watching. I was like, okay, he's gonna be here. New girl's gonna be here. New girl's gonna be at the tournament. And of course, when it ends, she's there, of course, trying to smoosh into Sengoku's, I guess, launch or something like that, right? So big part of Sengoku, big fan of it. So I think that's gonna be a big thing here. So the preview last week. So I think it's gonna be a big thing that she's gonna be like, okay, I want to. I mean, obviously, no, he knows that she actually likes bottom dancing. She's a sundere bottom dancer. What I made it. But I think a major thing is gonna be that when they talk in next episode, she's gonna find out that he actually knows Sengoku, right? He's gonna be like, oh, you wanna get backstage? Oh, I know the guy, or something like that. Or I can take you can meet him next week through me or something like that. And that's gonna be the big thing, right? Because she's obviously a big Sengoku fan. So she probably looks down on him now anyway. So you're probably a lame loser dancer. You can't compete with the really big names like Sengoku. But when she finds out that he is actually his student, she's gonna be like, wow, you're his student? I wanna be your partner. So I think that's gonna be definitely his how he's gonna seduce her, right, so to speak. He's gonna be like, well, my master is the one you're in love with. Oh, that's gonna be how it works out, I think. I'm pretty sure on that. I think it's kind of clear. So yeah, that's gonna be the thing, right? And what I'm wondering if she can dance or not. It's an interesting question. I don't know, yeah, because it felt like she's a big fan of him, but there's probably a lot of people there that's a big fan of Sengoku, right? Or generally dancers who can't dance themselves, never done, just like the actual sport and watching it. So that could be a thing. I'm not sure on that. I can see if she actually can do it or not. And generally, of course, Tatara needs to get a partner. He's gonna force. I think it'll be interesting here because he's gonna have to force her to be his partner pretty much, and he has to be training with someone so he can be Suki in a year, right? And they're gonna climb his ranking, and then they go into tournament and beating that like smug older guy probably, right? That's gonna be the story, right? But I think it's gonna be very interesting to see because with Shizuka was this kind of like experienced older. By the same age, he felt like a bigger older sister who had like, you should do this now. So yeah, kind of like an older lady, Oba, more like Maneshan / or young Oba-san, right? Level of character to him. And Maki was very, very timid as him. They were both like, oh, please do you. So yeah, this girl said she is in your face. She is like, you're a loser. So they're probably going to have to fight a lot. And that's where the opening and the ending points a lot. So that's going to be very interesting. The dynamics to be very, very different. So I'm very excited to see that next episode and the following episodes. How they're gonna, both train dancing and acting and so on. And also they put her in the same class, so they're definitely gonna be very, very much entangled, right? They're gonna be in the same class, and it feels like he's probably gonna end up dating her, right? Yeah, but it's kinda right. They're gonna be very, very much close to each other, much more than he was with the other girls. Even if she goes into class, yeah. But here that they already have this established relationship the first day here, so that's gonna be a thing here. I'm also surprised that he cheated to save him from the bullies. I thought I expected her to do it. But then I saw the guy with the couch, like, okay, I can be Gadyu, obviously, it's Gadyu. Like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a Gadyu thing. So, I think it was a good episode generally, but yeah, the pace is definitely, I mean, maybe because you're, obviously, you kind of, bias isn't the right word, is sitting there waiting, like, I want to see new girl, So you're kind of doing that thing, but I think, even if you haven't read any other comments and so on, from the people, heard people talking about it, I think you can still kind of generally feel to it, like, you want to see the girls in the first minute. And definitely for me, sure they said, okay, she's gonna be in frame 1, frame 0, or like frame 100, nothing in between, and everything else is kind of whatever, right? And that kind of feels. That doesn't mean that in the middle is bad, but it feels like they probably said, okay, we need to add another minute here on this dancing. Okay, this dialogue here with Suzuki has to be like double the time frame, so we can actually fill out the time in between it. And that's very, very noticeable. And at least the episode being pretty good. All the scenes are good, but it feels like they are just good. They aren't like great. I think that's probably what we're looking for. Yeah, every scene is good, but not great. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week. I think it's gonna be really, really good next week though. When we finally get her. Yeah, I did hear I said last week. Last week I said that I don't expect her to be this episode. I expect her to be next episode, but it'll be next episode. So the opening now, but she was pretty much established that she exists for this episode. But she had no screen timer. So I think, yeah, episode 13, as I said last week, is going to be the real episode, right? So anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you next week.